So we're done with recon for now. As promised, I want to show you a fun hack that I know, which is how to create a virus. Not a very complicated one, it's quite simple. But before I show you how to create your own virus, I want to first educate you on malware. I know. But you just want to build your virus right now. Don't worry, we'll get to that. But learning about them is important, so listen up. This will take about 5 minutes. What is malware? Malware is a software that executes on your machine and has a malicious effect on it. Here are the malware cast members. Trojan horses. This software pretends to do one function, like providing a cool game like Pac-Man or something. And although they serve that intended purpose, they are secretly running a malicious program in the background. And then there's the backdoor malware. These are often secretive. They provide remote access to a system without the requirement to authenticate to it. The gain and access portion of this course will focus on using backdoors. Then we have rootkits. Think of this malware as attaching itself to the core of your computer. Some rootkit reside on the computer's kernel. The kernel is the core of a computer system. It's like the central nervous system of a human body. Compromising the kernel is very difficult to remediate. And then there's ransomware. This malware is where a hacker hijacks your computer system and then instructs you to pay them in something like gift cards or bitcoins before they can release the hold on your machine. Then there's adware. The intention of adware is to present unwanted advertisement on your computer. Man, those were really annoying back in the mid-90s. And then you have spyware. These are meant to obtain information from your computer covertly. Covertly meaning without you knowing about it. A type of spyware is keystroke loggers. This technology logs every key you type on your keyboard. And then you have worms. No, not those worms, silly. Think of worms as viruses on steroids. They self-replicate on their own. They duplicate themselves and spread to unaffected computers. They're like the walking dead of malwares. Then you got your botnets. With this malware, an attacker finds a way to take over like hundreds of thousands of computers, other people's computers, give or take a few zeros. With that kind of power, the attacker can tell all his computer slaves to visit a website at the same time, causing the target computer website to crash. This type of an attack, by the way, is called denial of service, DOS. Then we got the classic virus. Virus is a code that is capable of copying itself and typically has a detrimental effect, such as corrupting the system or destroying data. Since we will be building a small virus, let's chat a little bit about viruses, shall we? How do we avoid a virus infection? Well, most computers, they get viruses from opening and running unknown files, such as an email attachment or software. It's never a good idea to open an email message unless you verify the sender is trusted. In an enterprise network, when users receive a suspicious email, they report it to the security team. The security analyst will then investigate and follow the incident response plan in order to contain and remediate the malicious software. If you receive a suspicious email on your personal machine, simply delete it and don't open it. Installing an antivirus, aka AV software, from a reputable vendor like McAfee or Malwarebytes is a great way to prevent a virus infection. They generally work by looking for signatures. A signature is essentially a line of script that they know can have a malicious effect. So it is important to keep your AV updated regularly so that you can have the most recent signatures. That's my lecture on malware for now. Put that in your back pocket and I'll see you on the next one.